Let's watch this start live. The Prince Albert Challenge Cup, men's 4. The Coxes on board for Oxford Brookes University on the Buck Station, and Oxford University Lightweight Rowing Club on the Berkshire Station. So these are two boats that know each other very well.
Yes, we've been talking about that Wallingford stretch. I'm sure they would have been side by side at times in those training sessions as well.
From the same part of the world. This will be a hotly contested battle, this one. Local pride at stake.
Interestingly, at the Oxford University lightweight rowing, they would have raced as lightweights early on in the season, so maximum weight of 72 kilo for any athlete, average weight for them. So they will not have to have weighed in at this regatta. We won't be expecting them to be at their lightweight weight, but they will be by the nature of what they've done earlier in the season and smaller men.
And talk to me about the different styles, okay, the different technique and the different approach to race as well. If you're a lightweight rower or in a lightweight boat, would you approach the race any differently on the water? Do you have a faster, sharper start, for instance, or is there a different rhythm that you set, or do you apply a different stroke rate perhaps? Is there any significant difference?
With lightweights, they always are technically so very good, because the only thing that differentiates them when they're racing is their technique, because they all have to be the same size by the rules of the event. And you're spot on. You often see them able to get out of the start really quickly and change the boat speed well. However, there tends to be a little bit less power than you're looking in the heavier weight boats, and it is the Oxford Brookes boat that is using their power, their strength, their length to be able to power away. Headwind and tailwind conditions make a difference as well, so what I observe is in a tailwind condition, the lightweight men or women are likely to be a lot closer to a heavyweight boat than in a headwind condition, again where power can pay an advantage.
Yeah, so the lightweights is a bit more agile perhaps, isn't it? A bit more sparky, whereas the power of the open weight would be a bit more rhythmic perhaps, and settle into their rhythm there. Just having a look at this race then. The reason we're talking about it, Oxford University Lightweight Rowing Club on the Berkshire Station against Oxford Brookes University A, Prince Albert Challenge Cup heat. And Sarah just reading the race at this stage.
Well, the men in this Oxford lightweight boat will used to winning on this course. Actually, they won the lightweight boat race in 21, 2020 and 2019, and if my memory serves me correctly, in 2019 it would have been in this course, going the other way round. But Oxford Brookes have come here with such a strong squad. They really are a force of rowing in this country at the moment, and this boat is part of that very strong squad, and they are looking like all their work side by side that they'll have done, their battle paddling as they like to call it, is paying dividends, and they're just pushing their boat away from the Oxford lightweight men. So as you predicted, they were at a slightly higher rate using their technique, where they don't have quite the same power, but it is the power, the length, the strength of the Oxford Brookes crew in the maroon that we are seeing, and really just dominating this race.
Well, I recognise the names from years gone by, and looking at their CVs, they're all returning to Henley Royal Regatta. Toby Lanson in the bow seat for Oxford Brookes University. This is on the Buck Station in the maroon, as Sarah's just described, the boat you can see there. Cameron Sperling, Jake Winkham, Matt Hayward, and the Cox Rory Cruikshank as well. They are all very experienced, considering their tender age, 19, 20, 21 years old, but nonetheless they've all got Henley experience under their belts, and that's making a difference. And look at that lead that they've got to enjoy now.
And perhaps this is what is making Oxford Brookes such a force of rowing. What you're seeing is talented young athletes are looking at their results and choosing to go to that university to do their education, because they see it as an environment where they can also manage their rowing, so they can get their degrees and then they can also come here and compete at the highest level at Henley Regatta.
Well, I know a couple of the coaches who operate there, and they'll say that that's all nonsense. It's all about brilliant coaching.
So Richard Spratley and Henry Bell-Hatch-Webb absolutely spend a lot of their time watching these crews, managing these crews, and ensuring that they are rowing in this way. And you can see, again, you know, I like to talk about the catch. This crew is picking up the water well. The three-man who's got his blade out nearest to us, the closest blade, is doing a really, really lovely job in how his hands are coming up, and you can just see that relaxation. They get hold of the water, they use their legs, they use their back, and it just moves that boat.
So Oxford Brookes University A, you can see there a terrific lead, and they'll be able to enjoy the enclosures section of the course, which they're just approaching now, and which are filling up in the sunshine. Have we got a little bit more cloud? I think we have a little bit more cloud than we had at 9 o'clock. There's still and temperatures, Sarah, that's something worth pointing out, because in the past we've had sizzling July days. At the moment it's relatively cool, isn't it? It's probably bang on average, is it, for this time of year, for mid-August temperature wise, but for the competitors that'll come as a relief, because trying to row the course when it's really sizzling hot, more challenging.
Yeah, definitely. I think you talked about the wisping clouds at 9 o'clock, and now I don't know what we call them. We need someone who does geography.
They were cirrus clouds at 9 o'clock.
Thank you. And now we have
clouds. I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that.
Max would know, wouldn't he?
Alto something.
Have you done that at school with your son?
No, I haven't done homeschooling clouds. That's a good idea. Maybe that's something I can move on to.
Max and Molly, if you're here, if you're listening to Dad, tell us.
You know what's coming. Clouds.
Yeah, and I just noticed, you talked about the temperature, I just noticed the wind change, and we're sitting here in this commentary box on the finish line. It's absolutely incredible. We can look down the course, and for the first time I felt the wind in my face, so I just wonder if it's moving around again. That tailwind that I said would advantage or negate the advantage of the stronger crew, and may be coming to help the Oxford lightweight crew, but I have to say the Oxford heavier weight crew from Brookes is the one that is absolutely dominating.
Well, a heavier weight crew presumably is less affected by any wind, whereas a lightweight's going to be shifted around more by a wind.
Yeah, I like what you said. You didn't say it with confidence.
No,
though, Tim.
I'm asking a question, really. I'm definitely lacking confidence in that. Does that make sense?
I think it's about managing your weight. So as a heavier weight crew and a heavy athlete myself, you know that you can influence the boat more, because if I don't manage my weight, or the heavier men don't manage theirs, everyone feels it slightly less of the lighter. So absolutely you can affect the conditions, but the conditions affect you less.
Yeah, that's better put, definitely. I agree. So over the line they come, and we've been talking about them. The Oxford Brookes University A boat have safely negotiated that. A lightweight rowing club from Oxford University over the line now. They've worked hard there. An interesting clash.